Hello, dear students. Once again inviting you to this series of mathematics problem solving. Last time I taught you an introduction to quadratic expressions, and today continuing with another part of factorization of quadratic expression. Uh, Last time what I showed you is when you have given two factors and you can be also told to expand those factors by multiplying them and they get the quadratic expression. And today's part, I'm going to show you how to obtain the uh, factors from the quadratic expression. Now, this can be done by splitting the middle term. Okay, can be done by splitting the middle term. This is called the factorization by splitting the middle term. Factorization by splitting the middle term. Can be done by factorization So there I will teach you on factorization by splitting the middle term. How do we define this? Okay. Now consider this expression. So this expression, for example, if you have expression a x squared, okay, plus bx plus c is a quadratic expression. Okay, as I told you before, a is called coefficient of x squared, and the b is called coefficient of x, and the c is called a constant term. Okay, now bx is now called the middle term. It is in the middle between the coefficient of x squared and the constant term, middle term. Okay, now what you are going to do here is you are going to split bx into two parts. Okay, that when you add those these two parts, you get the middle term, which is bx. Now, for example number one, maybe as a simple explanation, at the end, yes, let me give you a simple example. Assume you have 2y squared plus 7y, then plus 6, and we have told to find the factors of this quadratic expression, or you can be asked to factorize. That's another way you can be asked. You can be dragged to the question. Either can be asked to write the factors or factorize the expression by splitting the middle term. As I told you before, the middle term is 7y. Now, solution, how we will solve it. Okay, write product. First of all, obtain the product. That when two numbers are multiplied, then take 2 times 6, coefficient of y square, which is 2, times 6, it is 12. 2 times 6, then sum is the middle term, coefficient of y, which is 7. Now, here's the concept. Listen to me and understand it carefully. You have two numbers. When those numbers are multiplied, you get a product of 12. And when those numbers are added, you get 7. What are the numbers? The numbers on my side have found the numbers to be 4 and 3. Now 4 plus 3, you get 7, and the 4 times 3 is 12. So the numbers are 4 plus 3. So 7y will become 7y and 3y. So if you add 3y plus 4y plus 3y, you get 7y. And when you take 4 times 3, you get 12, which is the product. So this one will be equal to 2y squared plus 7y plus 6. Now 2y squared plus, now split this one to 4y, then plus 3y, then plus 6. Okay, now 2y squared plus 4y, okay, plus 3y plus 6. Then from here, take 2 outside the bracket, then 2, then y, take 2y outside the bracket, then you are going to have 2y, then inside I'm going to have y plus 2, then plus 3, inside you are going to have y plus 2. Then take the values outside the bracket and add them. Then for this case you have 2y, then plus 3. Then here we have common factor of y plus 2, y plus 2. Then here take y plus 2. Okay, now these are the factors of 2y squared. So for this case, we take 2y squared plus 7y plus 6. This one is equal to 2y plus 3, then y plus 2. This is the basic concept of how to find the factors from a quadratic expression. So when you multiply 2y plus 3 bracket 2y plus 2, you get the quadratic expression. Now, let me give you now the first example. Okay, factorize or obtain the factors by splitting the middle term. Now assume you have this one question. Now this is example number 1. Now assume you have 3x squared, then equal to 8x, then plus 4. Now factorize by splitting the middle term. Okay, solution: 8x squared plus 8x plus 4. Now product is, now find the product. First of all, product will equal 3 times 4. Coefficient of x squared times the constant term. Now 3 times 4, which is 12. And the sum is a middle term, which is 8. Now, find the numbers. When those numbers are multiplied, two numbers, when they are multiplied, you get a product of 12. And when they are added, you get 8. Then what are the numbers? On my side, I found the numbers to be 6 and 2. Okay, 6 and 2. So when you take 6 times 2, you get 12. And when you take 6 plus 2, you get 8. So I will split 8x into 2 parts, 6x plus 2x. Now for this case, this one will be equal to 3x squared plus, instead of writing x, write 6x plus 2x plus 4. Okay, now this one will be equal to, okay, this one equal to 3x squared plus 6x in the bracket, then plus 2x plus 4 bracket. Now this one will be equal to, take 3x out of the bracket, you get 3x, then x plus 2, then here take 2 also the bracket, you get x plus 2. Okay, now the answer will be equal to, add the values out of the bracket, then 3x and the 2 out of the bracket, then I have 3x, then equals 2, and take the common value inside the bracket. And always should remember, when we reach this stage, the values inside the brackets are always the same. Okay, so if they differ, then you should identify a fault where you have a problem with it. So this one will be x plus 2. This is the answer. Now example number 2. Example number 2. This is factorization by splitting the middle term. Means you are splitting the middle term. Now another example. Example number 2. Number 2. Now you have 6x squared minus 11x, then you plus 4. Now factorize by splitting the middle term. Solution. I'm copying the question. 6x squared minus 11x, then you plus 4. Now product is equal to 6 times 4, which is 24, and sum is equal to negative 11. Now think of the two numbers. When I multiply them, I get 24, and when I add them, I get negative 11. These numbers on my side are 8 and 3. But remember, we have negative. So when I take negative 8 plus 3, I get negative 5. So it's not work. But what if I add negative 3? So negative 8 plus negative 3 is negative 11. And negative 8 times negative 3 is 24. So my numbers are negative 8 and negative 3. So for this case, the middle case will be negative 8x plus negative 3x. Okay. Now here, right now, 6x. Now split negative 8x. This one will be equal to negative 8x. Then minus 3x. Then plus 4. Okay. Now this one will be equal to, now divide two parts, 8x, okay, first part, then plus negative 3x plus 4, okay. Now take 2x out of the bracket. Now I'm going to have 2x, inside there I have 3x, okay, 3x minus 2, then take negative 1 outside the bracket, then plus negative 1, then inside there we have 3x, then minus 4. Okay, here it's 4, sorry, plus 4. Now add the values outside the bracket. Now for this case, I'm going to have 2x minus 1. Of course, this one will be equal to 2x, okay. Let's arrange it properly. Minus 4. Then plus times negative is negative 1. 3x minus 4. Now for this case, values outside the bracket will be 2x, then minus 1, then 3x minus 4. This is the solution. Okay. Now another example. Example number 3. Example number 3. Now, if you have given 2x squared plus x minus 10. Okay. Now split, factorize by splitting the middle term. Now solution. Now follow the same procedures. Now 2x squared plus x minus 10. Now product. Product is equal to 2 times 10. 2 times negative 10, it is negative 20. And the sum is equal to 1. Here there is 1 behind x. So it is possible 1. Now, think of two numbers. When I multiply them, when you multiply them, you get negative 20. And when you plus them, you get negative. When you multiply them, you get negative 20. And when you add them, you get 1. In my case, I think it was 5 and 4. But 4 plus 5 is 9, so sum will not work. Okay, let's just think of 5 times 4 is equal to 20, but we need negative. What if I add negative 5? Now negative 5 times 4 is negative 20. Okay, and negative 5 plus 4 is equal to sum of positive 1. So this one is not true. Okay, what if I say this negative to be on negative 4, this here. Now 5 times negative 4 is negative 20, it is true, but 5 plus negative 4 is equal to positive 1. So this one is right. So my numbers are 5 and negative 4. For this case, it will have 5x. When I split this x, I have 5 plus negative 4x. That is. Now, in this case, I have 2x squared plus 5x plus negative 4x, or just write this one, minus 4x, then minus 10. Okay, now this one will be equal to 2x squared plus 5x, so arrange two items, then plus negative 4x minus 10. Now this one will be equal to 2. Okay, take x outside the bracket. This one will be equal to 2x plus 5. Then plus take negative 2 outside the bracket. Then this one will be equal to negative 2. Inside I'm going to have 2x, then plus 5. Okay. Then this one will be equal to x minus 2. Okay, by copying, let us write properly. 5. Then positive times negative is negative 2. Then 2x plus 5. Then for this case, I'm going to have x minus 2 bracket, and then we have the common value, which is 2x plus 5. Then take one of them. Okay, that is the solution. So these are the factors of the quadratic expression. I hope now, if you're given x minus 2, 2x plus 5 to expand, then I hope you can obtain a quadratic expression as this one. Okay. Now another example, example number 4. Actually, you have an example number 4. You have example number 4. Example number 4. Here's a question. Now you have x squared plus 6x plus 9. Now factorize by completing the square. Solution. Now this is x squared plus 6x plus 9. Okay. Now think of numbers. Okay, now find the product. Here there is 1. 1 times 9 is 9. And the sum is 6. Okay. Now think of numbers. When you multiply them, you get 9. And when you add them, you get 6. Now, what are the numbers? Okay. My side, I think 3 and 3. These are two numbers. So when I multiply 3 times 3 is 9, it is true. And when I add 3 times, 3 plus 3 is equal to 6. So when I split 6, I have 3x plus 3x. So this one will be equal to, this one will be equal to x squared, sorry, this one will be equal to x squared plus 3x plus 9. Now x squared plus 3x plus 3x plus 9. Now this one will be equal to take x outside the bracket, and then going x plus 3, then you plus. Take 3 outside the bracket, then it will be equal to 3. Then inside I'm going with x plus 3. Then this one will be equal to x plus 3 outside the bracket x plus 3, then inside I have x plus 3, then I take 1 x plus 3. This is the answer. But this one, since it has repeated on itself, then I can conclude by saying this one is x plus 3 squared, which is the solution of an expression given. Now final example. Now I'm going to give you a final example. Example number 5. Okay, now for example number 5. Now assume you have given this question and I've told you to factorize by splitting the middle term. Now assume you have 3 minus 5a, then plus 2a squared. Now solution, copy 3 minus 5a plus 2a squared. Now arrange it properly, because you should start with the highest coefficient to the lower. Then this one will equal 2a squared minus 5a, then plus 3. Now think of a product of numbers. Then product is 2 times 3 is 6, and sum is negative 5. Now think of two numbers. When I multiply them, I get 6, and when I add them, I get negative 5. On my side, I have thought of 2 and 3. Okay, then 2 times 3 is equal to 6. It is right. And 2 plus 3 is 5. But 5 positive, but this one is negative. And what if I add negative 2? Then negative 2 plus 3 is negative. It is positive 1, not 2. Now what if I add negative 3? Now this one will become negative 2 plus negative 3 is equal to negative 5. Now when you split the negative 5a, you're going to have negative 2a plus negative 3a. Okay. Now in this case, here, this one will be equal to 2a squared minus 3a minus 2a plus 3. Now 2a squared minus 3a, okay, then plus inside the bracket you have negative 2a plus 3. Okay, then take a outside the bracket, then a will be equal to 2a, then minus 3, then plus take negative 1 outside the bracket, then I'm going to have 2a minus 3. Then add the values, can you just simplify, then 2a minus 3 plus times negative, this one will go to negative 1, then 2a minus 3. Now conclusively I can say that it is a minus 1, and I will take one of them, and as I've told you, they should be common, should be the same. Okay, this is the final answer of this question. I hope we can be given more tricky question. By following the rules I've already shown you, you can be able to tackle more tough questions. For today, I'd like to end there. See you next time. Bye.